Yo, what's good everyone? For those of you new to my channel, I'm Bino Beats, and I'm a Billboard producer and guitarist from Toronto, Canada, and I produce for artists like Youngboy, Rodwave, Polo G, and Scory. On this channel, I'll show you guys how to make emotional guitar melodies and beats all from scratch. So if that's something you're interested, be sure to subscribe and check out my content. In today's video, we're going to be making a Rodwave beat all from scratch. Rod's about to drop an album in the next few months, so I've been really locked in on these vibes. I'll start by doing a breakdown of the loop I'm going to use in the beat, and then I'll add drums at the end. The loop I'm going to be using in the beat today is actually from my upcoming sample pack called Waves, and it's part of my guitar beat making series called String Theory. Waves is going to be an absolute crazy sample pack. It's going to come with over 50 guitar emotional samples in that style of Rodwave, Tussie, Youngboy, and Polo G. Waves is going to drop over the next month or so, and if you want to get an early access discount and be the first to hear about it when it drops, be sure to join my email list. I'll put the link in the description. Alright, without further ado, let's get on to breaking down the loop. Alright guys, let's get down onto the loop. This loop's called Only You. I started with this electric piano from Analog Lab called Felt Hammers, and then I played a 4-5-6-5-3 progression. So super spaced out, emotional, I'm just playing the root note, the fifth, and then the major minor third of each chord, and I'm kind of holding the first note in the scale, the D sharp, throughout the entire progression, and then just having that third chord kind of acts as a transition to go back to the fourth. I then layered it with this Best Friend from Analog Lab as well. And lastly, I layered it with the Heaven's Shores from Omnisphere, just a pad. Super subtle. I then went back to the Best Friend again and played this arpeggio throughout the entire chord progression. So the arpeggio sounds like this. I also layered that with a keyscape, so it's playing with the piano as well. And then that with the three kind of layers of the chord progression, plus the two arpeggios sound like this. So yeah, super emotional, and it's just a very simple melody repeating throughout, but that creates a lot of tension, especially because I have these two notes, which are only one semitone apart, playing throughout the entire progression. Then to just add a bit more variety, I took the same main chord progression, took it to a piano, the cinematic from Keyscape, but then I just added a bit of a passing melody over top. I then added in a simple guitar. All the guitar is doing is playing the root note and then the major minor third of each chord. For effects, I'm using this default preset of Archetype Corey Wong that I edited a little bit, and then just a bit of reverb from Guitar Rig and an EQ. I then added this lead guitar melody over top. A little bit of a bend there. And I make it kind of fade in on these notes. Sounds like a pedal steel a bit. I then add this simple arpeggio over top. I'm using this Creamy Snowflakes preset that I kind of created in Guitar Rig, and actually as part of my string series, guitar series, the third kind of kit within that is actually going to be a guitar preset kit. That'll be coming in a few months, but definitely I'll be able to share with you guys all the presets I use and my go-to sounds for guitar. And this one will definitely be one of them because it just takes any simple arpeggio, makes it sound so open and spacious. Then to create a bit of transitions, I add this reverse vocals. This is from my Poetic Pain kit. I then add this kind of pedal steel texture that plays through it. It's super subtle, but in the context of the loop adds so much emotion. For the basses, I added two different basses. One's a growler Moog from Atmosphere, and the second one is this one from Keyscape that I think is super slept on. It's this Weltmeister Bassett Drive Octo, but it just sounds so sick. Create a bit of transition, I took a lot of these pads and electric pianos and just between different parts of the chord progression added a reverse note. So it's playing the exact same chord that's playing here, but just reversed, or the exact same chord that's playing here and reversed. And that just makes it sound so much smoother. So if I play kind of the intro without these two layers with the reverse, you can kind of hear it. It comes in now. Super subtle, but it just makes the transition sick. Second last layer added was this pedal steel. I actually made that from scratch using this pedal steel VST from Contact, but then a lot of it came down to the effects I added onto it. The key thing is to add this classic tremolo twang preset on the actual pedal steel, but then I export it out and then take it to another effect channel where I'm adding more reverb and kind of panning it from side to side. But the key thing as well is I'm making it so the start of each note is actually fading in. If I get rid of that, it's a lot more harsh. But then with the fade, way more smooth. The last thing I add is these vocals from Splice. All right, before I get into doing the drums, let me quickly play the loop for you guys. For the drum sounds, I'm getting them all from the Dreamcatcher Pain Multi-Kit, which I just released a few months ago with MST and Alexander Goldman. The kit's crazy, comes with drums, guitar phrases, original vocal phrases, full loops, and altogether it's over 1,000 pain sounds, so definitely check that out. The link will be in the description. Make it a bit punchier and turn the boost. Not having the snare hit here actually kind of makes all the other snares hit even a little bit harder. I'm gonna randomize these a little bit, pan from side to side. So I'll add some kind of accent notes here, almost act as like additional snares. I'm going to come up with the 808. So let me add a soft clipper to the master. I'm not changing anything with the soft clipper. Make it a bit shorter. Turn up. Turn up the boost a little bit. Make it so the melody's a bit quieter. The melody here. Just when the drums are hitting, I'm gonna have this EQ. It just takes it to lows. Maybe I'll take all these. Add some more layers. I'm gonna have a clap that I can layer over the snare for certain parts of the beat. That's it now. I don't even know if I need a kick, but let me try with a kick. Let's do a simple rack kick. I'll just quickly take everything, mix it a little bit, and then arrange it. All right, let's listen to it.
Okay, Bino, hit that shit.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like the video if you do, and subscribe for more content like this. Also, let me know in the description below what type of videos you want to see next. If you guys want to collaborate with me, hit me up on Instagram. And you can also join my Discord where we can cook up loops together. I'll put the link in the description. Remember, String Theory Waves is about to drop in the next month. It's definitely a sample pack that's going to have crazy value, so you don't want to sleep on it. To be the first to hear about when it drops and to get an early access discount, be sure to join my email list. Link in the description. All right, see you guys in the next one.